guys, it has been a while since I've done a video like this. And by a while, I mean it's been years. Actual years. I have like that camping video and the video eating the soup and the Nemo cakes, but I haven't done a video like sitting down, chatting with you guys in literal years. I stepped away from YouTube. She's a YouTuber. No, I stopped making videos because I hit a point where I felt the world is on fire. It's a terrible place. So many people are being hurting, and I'm making videos about clothing and, fashion and travel. And I just felt like I didn't want to sound tone deaf. I didn't want to be that person that's like, look at my new vlog while people are being murdered. And I took a break. I was just like, I feel very uninspired. I feel like this is not the right thing to be doing. Since I've learned, I'm like, during difficult times, do go to videos and I watch videos and I'm like, I'm going to shut the world off for 20 minutes and just watch this video that doesn't overwhelm me and make me sad. And there are tons of YouTubers out there who make content that just let me turn it off for a second. And I think that's okay. I've changed my point of view, and I think it's possible to make content for people to have something to just turn to and just relax, enjoy, and not be that deep and not be that heavy, and just have some time of their day to be like, I'm just gonna watch Alex talk about plus size fashion while I'm on my way to wherever the hell you're going, or while I'm cooking, whatever. So maybe I'll make videos, maybe I won't. I don't know. I'm not putting pressure on myself. But the reason I'm making this video is because I have a life update and I really want to share with you guys. So I am filming this video from the comfort of my parents' home because I've moved back in with my parents. So lots has happened since we've all chit-chatted. I think the last time I did a video like this was 2019 at the end of, we were entering 2020 or something. And I was like, maybe Alex will go on a date. Maybe she won't. So 2019, maybe Alex will go on a date. Baby, she's damn near wifed up. But, so I moved in with my partner in June 2020 into our first apartment together. And my first apartment, thank you, my first apartment, without my parents. I was like, she grown. So we moved into an apartment together in the BX. I could not say no. The rent was dirt cheap. It was through a hookup, somebody that somebody knew. It was magical. It was given New York. So, we moved in. It was a 5-floor walk up. Trash. So we moved in, and the owner is a fucking slumlord. That's what the fuck he is. He does not care about that building. He doesn't clean it. It's just terrible to have people living in the conditions in which he had us living in. We got an exterminator, took care of issues on our own, created a little home for ourselves. It was great. We were happy. Not happy with the 5-floor walk up. Not happy with a lot of different things, but we were just like, this is ours. And we're together. And this is our home with our little dog. And then we're in the midst of the pandemic, as we still are. So that was we were home a lot. Anthony went to school. Anthony had work. I worked from home for a long time. And then I started going back to work. But something that happened during these last 2 years since we've chatted, in this past April, I experienced burnout like I've never had in my whole entire life. It was debilitating. I was in bed crying, could not feed myself. I had zero motivation to even drink water. The water would be right here, as it is, and it would be right next to me in the bed, and I just couldn't. And I was so scared, overwhelmed. I did not know what was happening. It was just crazy. So I was just like, okay, maybe you'll get better. And the thing is, Anthony was at work at the time, so I was home a lot by myself with the dog, and I just would not leave the apartment. 100% honesty, 5 flights are no fucking joke. And I was just like, I don't want to go out. I'll just stay home. So I was struggling mentally hardcore, to the point where I was like, yo, I need to go to therapy immediately because I don't know what's happening and I'm really scared. So I started therapy in I think I had this burnout from April 26th, and then like I think May 3rd or I don't know, not that long after I went to therapy, and I started using BetterHelp, and that's where I met my therapist that I have right now, she's like family to me. Like, this woman has saved my life. I do not know if I would have been able to get out of the hole that I was in without her. So started therapy. That changed my life. And in going to therapy and starting to like reevaluate my life, opening my eyes to what was happening around me and to me, inside me, all that stuff, I realized I was like, I need a change of environment. I grew up in New York. I've lived here. I spent like 3 years in Pennsylvania when I was a little kid. I lived in Westchester for a few years, but like New York, New York, whatever, has been home the majority of my life. I love it, right? I love New York. Magical, special city. Cool. But I think I need a slower pace of life. So my therapist asked, and she was like, think about, aim high, dream big. Don't worry about like other things. Where would you want to go? What type of life would you want? What life would you value? And Anthony and I talked a lot. We were talking about like different things. Where would we want to go? What would we want? What are the things that we're looking for in our lives? What do we need mentally, spiritually, and emotionally that New York's not giving us, this and the third? And it was different places, lots of different places. Anthony and I, we could go to Denver. We could go to New Orleans. There's tons of places. But we decided what we're going to do is move to Florida. Now, before y'all are in my comments or DMing me being like, girl, not Florida, I already know that Florida's wild. My brother actually lives down there. And for us, its community's already down there. It's also warm. There's sun. I need the sun. I need the warmth. I need to like sit out on a balcony and just like breathe and just relax. I am someone who, I'm the older sibling. I am also, a woman in culture that in a culture, in, Caribbean culture that, you're expected to like shoulder a lot and endure a lot. And I don't know if y'all saw Encanto, but I am Luisa. So that pressure, drip, 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 in April, the dam broke. And it made me realize that I, have never known how to take care of myself. And I need to listen to what my body and my mind and my spirit are telling me. And I need to be somewhere warm, a little bit tropical, slower, so I can just stop being on the go shit that's super toxic. So all that to say, my parents have been so kind to offer Anthony and I to live here rent-free, paying no bills, so that we can save money to move this summer to Florida. I'm incredibly grateful to my parents for letting me move back in, because baby, I'm a menace. So I know my parents are just like, when is she leaving? Because I'm just like, what are we doing? What's going on? Hey girl, how was work? And they're just used to like, now that they've had an empty nest, quiet, calm, and I'm here just karaoke, holy endo. But I'm very grateful to my parents for letting us come back here. They have a 2-bedroom, so we're in this like in their other room. And we have a dog, so it's a lot, but I'm just very thankful that they're letting us, giving us the opportunity, facilitating the opportunity for us to save money so we can move in June and be like, move to Florida. It's not a forever home. We are not moving to Florida with the intent of living the rest of our lives there versus going, living for however long it's there, and then go somewhere else. I had a realization where I'm just like, this sounds so morbid, but I just feel like every day we are one step closer to dying. We don't know when that day is, but like literally living to die in the sense of like taxes and death guaranteed, right? And I do not want to sit here and not try to live a better quality of life than I can. I know that there is privilege behind that, and I recognize that. But for me, I have always wanted to live somewhere else. I love traveling. Traveling makes me the happiest. I've always wanted to live other places. New Orleans is on my list. I've always wanted to live there. My God. Anthony's dying to live in Denver. And for me, I'm just like, I could talk about it till I'm blue in the face. I could fantasize. I could dream about it. But what does it look like to actually try to do those things? Like, why aren't I doing it? And my therapist is always like, why are you not trying to go for these things? Finances is a real thing. Capitalism is that bitch. There are real reasons why things might not happen. But for me, I don't want to sit around and wait for something to present itself. The opportunity doesn't just drop from the sky and it's like, hey girl, here's wild money for you to move to Florida and like live your best life. That's not going to happen. So, kind of just jumping into the unknown. It's low-key kind of scary. Like, I right now don't have a job. Oh, another update. I quit my job. We'll talk about that in a second. I don't have a job. So I'm submitting for a bunch of different things. Hopefully, money will come. But I've been so type A for so long through the context of like, I cannot, Barry Louisa, like you cannot break. I'm trying to practice like, you know what? I can go to Florida on some YOLO shit, get a job there, whatever the job is. I'm not fussy. I'm not going to be like, I need a career. Maybe I won't wait tables in Florida because of like COVID down there, but work at a bar. Whatever. I have had such a change in mindset. I just want to be happy. I just want to be able to support myself and my loved ones and pay my bills, but I don't need extra shit. I don't need fame. I don't need I just want to relax and chill. And I want to be on a balcony in Florida. There's music playing, some good tunes. I'm sitting on a chair, drinking some little iced tea or lemonade or some chinola. Anthony's sitting across from me in the balcony playing Pokemon on a Switch. And the dog is by our feet. And we're just relaxed. And then in a few hours, we're getting dinner. Dinner's getting ready in the stove or whatever because my brother and his partner are coming over to have dinner with us. And we're going to play Jackbox. I'm okay with that. That would make me happy, So we're moving to Florida. But I'm here at my parents' house for the next few months. And it's going so much better than I had thought because I'm in therapy. And baby, she's healing. Thank you. So we're here. We are back in Manhattan. Life is already so much better now. We're on the second floor. So there's an elevator too. We're going on walks. We're going outside more. There are days that I don't go outside because the last 2 years have been traumatizing. And my social skills are on zero. And I have not interacted with friends in so long, which I'm going to be changing. But yeah. I'm not going to say I'm agoraphobic because that is like an actual illness. And I don't like to be like, jokey jokes. I have OCD and all that stuff. That's not what we do here. But like, it's easier for me to stay home than it is for me to go outside because the outside is scary and has been scary for the last 2 years. And COVID is not gone. So come correct. But I'm working on it. We went for a hike this morning, all that good stuff. So baby steps. As my therapist says, 5% change. We're not trying to do a 180, wake up tomorrow, be like, my life will be different. Nope, 5% change. So moved from the Bronx, moved in with my parents, moving to Florida. Cool. In November, I quit my job. I was social media and marketing manager for a restaurant group. I'd been doing that going on 3 years. I was very grateful to have a job during the pandemic, to be able to continue paying bills, helping people, taking care of, loved ones and ourselves. But I could not do it anymore. I felt like I was being taken advantage of. The workload was far too much for one person. And it was just, I had quit in November, so I had already been going to therapy. And I realized I'm not going to, my life will not be my job. Like, my life, my job is not the nucleus of my life. Like, I have a life and my job just happens to be in that solar system, right? It's there, but it's not like what I revolve around. And it was stressing me to the point of like, it was manifesting physically. I was having chest pains. My anxiety was out the roof. I have learned now through therapy that like anxiety has always been in my life. I just did not know what it was. I did not realize what anxiety looked like for me. But in April, it appeared after not listening. I'm so grateful that I'm able to look back at, not me getting emotional, me look back at April and recognize that my body was like, girl, you're not taking care of yourself. You are not listening. You're not listening to what we need. You're not paying attention. And my body was like, we're going to force you to listen. We're going to force you to slow down. We're going to force you to pay attention. And I felt so broken. I felt like something was wrong with me. I felt so damaged. I thought I was going crazy. I was dealing with like intrusive thoughts. I was dealing with just like feeling so overwhelmed and so scared. And I wasn't broken. I think my therapist helped me understand that, like, hey girl, your mind was doing what it needed to do to get you to be like, hey, there's something going on. And my job was one of the biggest factors, especially after therapy, where I was like, I'm feeling better. But when it came to work, I'm like, the anxiety is just on 200. So I left. And I'm very happy. And I would not change that for the world. I think it's important to be somewhere that makes you happy. And I know that you can't always have a job that makes you happy. That's not realistic at times. But I was very unhappy. And I don't think my needs were being met and people weren't listening to me and what I needed and wanted. So, I left. And I left and then went to Florida for like a week with our the family. We rented an Airbnb and I just had the time of my life. I just relaxed, rested in the sun. It was beautiful. So I am now unemployed and have been. I've decided to try and pursue acting more intensely, submitting to more gigs, background work, whatever I could find, and make some money through that if possible. And I've enjoyed that because why not? Because why not? Because why not? I feel grateful to have a support system that is here holding me down during this time. It's been great. It's been fantastic. I feel far more at ease during this time. It's also nice, to be with my parents. They're buying groceries for me and Anthony. That's quite nice. I'm not gonna lie to you. So, when they order Domino's on a Friday, that's really nice. But yeah, that's what's going on. She's unemployed. She's at home with her parents. And it's funny because I've been wanting to make a video to give this update. And then today I was watching someone on YouTube talk about like, hey, here are some scary questions that you guys ask that I don't like to address on the internet. And one of them was like, when are you going to move out? And she said, once I'm financially stable, then I want to be able to move out. And when I have like a really big cushion, because I don't want to move out and then something goes wrong and then I move back home with my parents, because I would be so embarrassed. And I was just like, chances are 5-10 years ago, I would have had a similar opinion. But I am not embarrassed by this. And I'm not saying that to like be like, you guys can't say shit about. I'm not embarrassed to live with my parents again. My understanding of community and this world has evolved so much in the last few years, where it's like, this is how we hold each other down. This is how a way we can hold each other down and take care of each other. And my parents are here to help me. Not forever, but I mean, they're here helping me now, and I'm grateful. And I don't see anything wrong being here with them. You know, we cook for each other when we can. I made them like salmon with rice and broccoli, and for me, that was, why am I so emotional? It's so nice to like, you know, kind of take care of your parents in ways that you can. So, especially now being older, how you see your parents. So yeah, I'm actually really grateful for this time. I'm grateful to be surrounded by people that love me and who I love, and be given the opportunity to save up so Anthony and I can start on a new journey. So yeah, that is what's up with me. Yeah. I don't know what else, but yeah, I don't know if this is the start of making more videos. Maybe. I kind of just want to see what happens. Another update. Tomorrow's my birthday. I am turning 32 tomorrow. I have no idea what I'm going to do for my birthday. Who knows? I have no idea. I want to see my friends, because I have seen my friends maybe twice in the last 2 years. 2 times. It makes me very sad. And part of it is because I'm terrified of the outside. But I plan to change that now that I live closer to them. Maybe we can have dinner. I don't know. We'll see. I'm trying not to put pressure on myself. I've always put pressure on myself to perform and to go. I have stories on the type A go Alex that I used to be. She would not recognize who I am today. She would be like, girl, who are you? And I'm a better version of myself. I'm actually, and this, you know what, maybe, I don't know. There's so much I want to talk about, but one of the things that I want to share is, I think we have perceptions of fat people in this world. Not I think, I know. We have perceptions of fat people in this world. They're unhealthy, they're slobs, the list goes on and on and on and on. I am actually the heaviest I've ever been in my life, but also the healthiest I have ever been in my life. And I know people won't believe it. And the world will be like, that's not true. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Because my mind, I'm taking care of it. My spirit, I'm taking care of it. My soul, I'm taking care of it. During what I want to say 6 months ago, like when I first started therapy, I had a personal trainer. I was not working out for weight loss versus like moving my body. We went for a hike, a little walk this morning, and like I am the healthiest and the best I've ever been mentally. And I'm so happy, so grateful, so proud of that. And I'm so grateful that I have had the resources to be able to go do that. Because I know that not everyone has those resources. And that shit should be free 99. It should be gratis. That everyone deserves to be able to get these human needs met. So yeah, I am here. I am here. I'm rocking my Beware of Culture Vultures sweatshirt. In case you guys are like, girl, what is on the sweatshirt? Yeah, I made this because I can't stand a culture vulture. No, none of us should. Period. So yeah, so thanks for listening to me talk about my life update. I hope that you're all safe and you're all working towards whatever happens. My iPhone storage was full, so it wouldn't let me record anything. But yeah, I hope you are able to. I hope you're all able to be working towards whatever makes you happy, and that you're all safe and doing well. I miss y'all, and I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching this and hanging out with me. Okay, until next time, bye.